Hey, today I wanted to take you through some of the more leathery fragrances for men that I've recently come across. Recently, I've come across this company called BYZA, and they make some pretty good dupes. I'm going to be kind of comparing everything to Tom Ford Ombre leather. So the first one, and I also have not been paid. I purchased all these myself. Have not gotten any free products. But first, we're going to kind of go through what I have today. I have one called Obscurus, which is BYZA's dupe of Tom Ford Ombre leather. BYZA also has one called Preference, which is their dupe of Tuscan leather. So I'm going to kind of compare those, even though I don't have the Tom Ford Tuscan leather. I do have the Olfactory Music Fest, which this is a good leathery fragrance. I figured that I kind of take that as a comparison today. I do have a small Spice Bomb Dark Leather is another one to kind of compare it to. I do have a Tom Ford original Ombre Leather. I don't have a whole bottle. Unfortunately, it's kind of pricey. And then I also have a sample of Rare Carbon by Lataffa. So I'm going to kind of take you through what I kind of think of those. So first I'm going to kind of just spray. I've already worn a lot of these, and I'll kind of tell you what I think after I go through, but I want to give you first impressions. So this is the Tom Ford Tuscan leather. You definitely get, at the first note, you definitely get the leather. It's a softer leather, very smooth, and it definitely, when it dries down, it goes to basically a leather scent all day. I have worn this on my skin. It lasts about 2 to 4 hours all day on my clothes. So it's a pretty good, if you can afford Tom Ford leather, that's a pretty good cologne to start out with. So how does that compare to the Obscurus, which is the same version from BYZ? And if I go ahead and spray this, I definitely get the leather right off the top. I get the spice. It's really close. So if I kind of compare the two, they're pretty darn close. You definitely can't beat the price. I want to say it's in the $20 to $30 range on the website. It definitely dries down. It stays on your skin for me, just like Tom Ford, 2 to 4 hours, and then on my clothes all day. Now the Preference, I'll go ahead, and this is also from BYZA. This is more of this is definitely a more sharp leather scent. I don't get the soft notes. This is more supposed to be compared to the Tom Ford Tuscan leather, which I haven't smelled yet, but I will say this is a very leather forward scent. If you prefer a softer leather scent, I would probably say go with the Obscurus or the original Tom Ford if you can afford it. Next, let's kind of take a little smell of the Spice Bomb Dark Leather, which is a pretty close dupe of that. So I'm kind of smelling the Tom Ford, the Spice Bomb Dark Leather here. Definitely get leather. It's pretty soft. I would say for the price, it's pretty comparable to Tom Ford. It's slightly different on the leather notes, but once again, for the price, you probably can't beat the BYZA Perfumes. Let's kind of take a look at the Olfactory Music Fest. This is a cognac leather from Fragrance World. This is I think a replica or dupe of actually the replica Jazz Club, which I haven't smelled the real Jazz Club, but I'm told it's pretty close. You definitely get the leather, but it's a smoother leather. I definitely get the cognac on that. It's pretty good. I mean, for the price, you really can't beat this. I think this runs, probably I think it's around 30 to 40 bucks. And then let's see. Lastly, let's kind of take a look at the Rare Carbon from Lataffa, which is also supposed to be a Tom Ford Ombre leather dupe. Wore this on my skin the other day, and it lasted about 2 to 4 hours. I think all of the Lataffas pretty much stay all day. I would say it's pretty close to the Tom Ford Ombre leather. I would say the Tom Ford Ombre leather is just a little bit, I would say, smoother on the dry down. But even this, you can't really beat the the price. I think this runs about 40 bucks on Joma Shop. Just want to do a quick review for everybody. Just to kind of recap, how would I rate these out of a scale of 1 to 10? First, we'll go with the Tom Ford leather. Can't beat that. Definitely a 10 out of 10 if you can afford it. For a really good, strong dupe, this Obscurus from BYZA, I would say 9 out of 10 overall, but it's definitely a 10 out of 10 for the price. Olfactory Music Fest. I actually like this. It's a really nice scent for all day wear. I really think you can't beat it for the price. I would probably say this is a 8 or 9 out of 10 overall. Definitely recommend it. The preference here, since I haven't actually smelled Tom Ford Tuscan leather, I actually think this is a little bit, for me, a little too strong on the leather. So, you know, good cologne, you know, all day wear. But for my personal skin, it's an 8 out of 10. Spice Bomb, you know, definitely I think Spice Bomb is good. I think the price for what you get is you can probably get better value with some of the other ones I've talked about today. But overall, I would still probably give it 8 out of 10. And then lastly, the Rare Carbon from Lataffa, at least going by the decant that I have, it's a pretty solid 8 or 9 out of 10. So I don't think you can go wrong with any of these scents, but overall, I would say for the price and what you get, the BYZA Obscurus is probably a best bet. Once again, I paid for these all myself. No one has sponsored me, but if you'd like to sponsor me, you know, feel free to reach out. Let me know. I've got a lot of other fragrances. I probably got over 100 fragrances. So if there's anything in particular that you'd like me to review next, please feel free to do that in the comments. Thanks.